So, last time, you asked a very interesting question. Are the old games as good as people remember? Not really.
Oh, it was more that are the games as good as people remember, or are they really that good, or is it just the fact that the entire idea that Sonic put forward
wait
of
here
like
for a second.
going fast rather than collecting things was so unique and novel that they were willing to overlook some clearly, or things that they wouldn't have overlooked otherwise, because they were like, well, I mean, that's just the way that Sonic is.
Novelty definitely played into it. Sonic 1 in particular is actually not that good a game. Because, first off, Sonic speed is more of a hindrance than a benefit, because it's this crazy thing where when you're in 2D, you can't see what's in front of you. So, in the earliest stages of the game, yeah, you can go fast, but then the very game's design, with levels like Marble Garden and the Spring Yard Zone, like, punish you if you try to go quickly, and are otherwise very much designed to keep you going as slow as possible. Now, Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles improved on this later on, but the truth is, Sonic's speed was more of a hindrance than a benefit, and again, novelty I think is a good word for it. I talked about this a little bit in the top 10 I did, where it's like, these games were really not that well designed, and a lot of it was that omnipresent 90s attitude thing that was just unavoidable but completely insufferable.
I don't know. I don't want to mean disrespect to Sonic, to classic Sonic. Because I mean, those guys did a lot of good work. I just suspect that it might be the entire novelty thing. That they had an idea, but like no other games were doing what they were doing, so they couldn't even go, oh well, like Billy the Bojo, was doing that, so we'll try and do that. It's like no other platformers, and there were a lot of platformers.
That is true.
Doing that. So I would argue that it's not really out of malice, or it's a bad game. It's just, I mean, yeah, it probably didn't work as well as it should have. They probably should have centered Sonic a lot better than they did. But once again, I think that's more just they didn't really know how to do it.
That's fair.
And it's not like now where they're like QA. It's like things were a lot more fast, especially the late 80s, early 90s, like game testing, just okay, this is our completed project. It's more like, okay, this isn't work, this is gonna crash. And like, does it? No. Or does it? Yes. All right, rather than, because I mean, bear in mind this is also the era of like hard as not games, because you have just enough coding in order to actually like have 4 levels, and that's all you can have.
Yep.
So you're gonna get that replayability out of those 4 levels.
I mean, don't misunderstand. I'm not saying, oh my god, this is the worst game ever. I'm saying that they were very, very overblown, and people remember them overly fondly, because, they were playing when they were 3 years old and had no responsibilities, and thus could just practice the game until they had it memorized.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, nostalgia goggles are just a part of life. Everyone has them to some extent. The Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 in particular, people are like, oh, they're so good. They're really not. And if you go and play them as an adult, you'll find they really don't stand up as well as your memory might make them out to. And modern Sonic is a series of ups and downs, and a lot of it happens for very different reasons.
Oh, I wonder if he's okay.
Adventure was a very prototypical game, as we've already seen. There are bugs, there are weird, janky bits that don't quite work the way they're expected to. But at the same time, there's also the way Adventure 2 polished on those ideas, and I do not
also
remember
has the chow.
Why don't you try going to the casino?
Enter Casino, Tikal. Do you have a problem? Do you have a gambling problem,
I can
Tikal?
quit whatever I want. I can quit whatever I want.
Sonic, wait up!
Besides, I'm not spending my money.
I'm spending your rings.
Amy.
Oh,
What's wrong with
good.
you anyway? Listen, this birdie
Okay,
seems
so
to be in
I didn't
trouble,
really answer
so you
the
need to be
question.
his bodyguard for a
Oh,
while.
no, actually, I kind of did.
You
If
must
I could
be
have a
kidding.
runner-up to what character I would
If you
delete,
don't, we're just gonna tag
I
along
would probably
anyway.
have to say Amy Rose. Like, I think Sonic Boom probably did the best version of her.
It
But,
did.
man, even then she's kind of just... Well, guys, did you know she's a girl? And, you know, she's pink, and she's a girl, and she has a thing for Sonic. It's like, okay.
Ah, look!
And it's not even like, you know,
robots on the
it's
loose.
perfect.
No
It's
problem.
like,
He's just a chunk of cheesy hardware.
that's all she is. And,
Oh, now what?
I mean, I wouldn't even mind it if she was just
Huh?
like, oh, it's Sonic, but she's got, you know,
Look
but she's
here.
got the skirt
It
and the
says,
little
"Your
pink
cupcake
and all
is
that.
free. Let's
But
go."
she's not even that because she's slow and
Amy!
like the Pico
Whoa,
Hammer,
wait!
like it's just unpleasant
Oh,
to use,
man.
which is weird.
That
It's a
girl is
giant
such a
cartoon
pain.
hammer. That seems like it would be really fun to use, you know?
You'd think, right?
Yeah.
I actually saw a demo video for a mod where you can mess with what game's physics the characters in Sonic Adventure 1 have. And they gave Amy the physics she has in Sonic Heroes. And he's like, yeah, makes her missions insanely easy because she's so blindingly fast by comparison.
Yeah, and I know part of the thing, at least in Adventure, is that it's because you're supposed to be like protecting the birdie. Sorry, that's not fair to Big on that one. That's not his fault. But
Not his fault that Froggy is a little dim sometimes.
yeah, I was about to say, and even then, I mean, Froggy is literally a frog. You know, you can't really.
You can only fault him so much.
Yeah. And as I recall, he's possessed by Chaos, by Chaos. Most of it too, so.
Yep.
Not even him really doing it. But, it's just, the Amy levels are just unpleasant. And, like, I don't see a lot of her later outings that are much better, which is unfortunate. I think there's something there. I'm not sure what it would be, but I think there's something there.
I mean, honestly, she was probably the most talented, like you said, in Boom, personality-wise. Mechanically, like, Heroes is probably her best outing, and it's just because she's, like, Diet Coke Sonic. Apparently teal is an unlucky color for me. I usually do way better than this.
What, isn't your favorite color blue?
Yeah,
It's just light blue, dude.
I know, but I usually don't suck this
You just
much.
gotta get the royal blue, I guess.
It doesn't help that some of the physics during this bit are jank. Like, whether your car destroys an enemy or the enemy deals damage to you, it seems a little random at times, even if you hit them head on. So it's a little strange.
That's fair. I don't know. I'm sure I'm gonna get, you know, heat for that. But, like, I just don't really like, Rose's level, you know?
Hers is the worst chapter in this game, bar none. People want to complain about Big, but like, honestly, I find Big's levels kind of relaxing.
Yeah, it's like Big, you're just doing a fishing minigame. It is entirely. I mean, it works as a fishing minigame. Yeah. Although, as I understand it, the cast it's like a low bass. It works. I don't think it was meant to, but yeah, it works.
Yeah, that controller was a bundle of oddities. Just because it worked with like way more things than it should have.
Does it work with Seaman, I wonder?
I doubt it. Seaman is more voice controls and buttons inputs.
You know what blew my mind?
What's that?
The Seaman was voiced by Francis Rowe, the guy who did Francis Rowe. That's like, that is such a like perfect confluence weird pop culture.
But it really is perfect the more you think on it, right?
Okay. So, all right. It's not going to be like a deep, nuanced question. It's just going to be just. So, what is your favorite Sonic game, Professor?
That's tough. I would probably say Sonic Adventure 2.
I think so.
I think it's just, it has the most interesting levels, it's the best balance, it has good variety without going, like, crazy with it.
See, I thought you were saying Sonic Colors. Singing that game's praises.
Sonic Colors is fantastic. Don't misunderstand. Sonic Colors is great, and I believe it's actually getting a remake here pretty soon. Sonic Colors
like
was
that robots
also,
having
Not bad.
they're determined to get me, yeah. Even though they can't. Sonic Colors also was kind of the light at the end of a very unfortunate
Shoot.
tunnel for Sonic.
I've lost Amy.
Because
I bet that robot hauled
Okay,
butt
I'm sorry.
after
Is
her.
that oh shoot I lost Amy or oh
I
shoot
better catch
I
her
lost
before
Amy?
it does.
that's an excellent question indeed.
Well, I better catch her before it does, he says.
But you see, there was Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic 2006. In that order.
Yep.
Then...
So that two good games, okay game, a really, and then two really bad games.
Yep.
Am I correct in that?
That's the summary. And then we got Sonic Unleashed, which was kind of like two different games, depending on which version you got.
Is that the one where he turns into the werewolf?
Indeed. And it was kind of divisive. Some fans liked it, some fans didn't. I thought it was okay. But I also played the Wii version, so I didn't have to deal with 3-hour-long Eggman Land levels, which are apparently a fan favorite, as I understand it. Massive sarcasm, air quotes required. And then there was Sonic Colors, and it was just a good game all the way through. It was entertaining. It was our introduction to Roger Craig Smith as the voice of Sonic, and I can't see anything. And
He's a good voice for him.
he does, mostly because he's not trying to force it. It was kind of a meme for a while that like Sonic just has that voice that all his voice actors just kind of have to force out. Like, it's hard to even describe, but like, even Ryan Drummond in this game does it.
Well, it's not Brian Drummond who voices the oceaned-up Vegeta, by the way.
No, it turns out that's a different person, and we misunderstood for a while that we thought it was the same guy for a time.
Yeah, which is funny, because then that would mean that Snek's, favorite dub of Monster Rancher, would have Tiger be voiced by the same guy who did Snek. Unfortunately, that's not the case.
Good old homing attack. Sometimes it wants to work, and sometimes it just doesn't.
Yep. Yes. You remember, domestic terrorist Sonic who just crashes through office buildings.
Makes you wonder why it took them so long to arrest him in Sonic Adventure 2, right?
Wasn't this the level in Generations?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I was about to say, I remember smashing through the office building.
Yep. Speed Highway was indeed Sonic Adventures level for Sonic Generations. Oof.
Although, I mean, it kind of cheated because, you know, you get...
That was fair.
Chaos.
That was real fair, game. Thanks.
Yeah, which I think is good, because Perfect Chaos Extreme is pretty banging.
That is true facts. Oh yeah, the cars here actually will hurt you, by the way.
I guess, you know, Sonic can't escape the law. Wait, did you just jet bolt off the fountain?
That's right.
I would not have expected you to do that.
Yeah, every time you hit the spell, you get -1 ring from the pot each time. That's a random Easter egg. It's not
He
particularly...
means 1 less ring per ring, not your deducted 1 ring.
Yeah, you don't lose a ring.
Yeah,
It's,
not bad.
it starts with 5, and then 4, 3, and on down.
Yeah, I mean, I got what you meant, but I'm just
I
saying
phrased
for
that
clarity.
poorly.
I got what you meant, but you said that in a weird way.
That I did. Let's see, I forget what comes after Speed Highway. Bump the Spirit.
We have to find Amy. She should still be in.
Do I have to, though? I'm just saying, you know, Amy's a grown woman. It would be, rude for me to interpose on her
Amy?
life.
Oh man, where can she be?
As said, Sonic's voice was kind of viewed as like that voice that you had to force, where it sounded like their voice actors were like pushing the voice out. Roger Craig Smith just talked like a normal person, and honestly, it's hard to rank one voice actor over another, and it's also one of those weirdly controversial things in the Sonic fandom, because everyone has their opinion about which actor did it best. I like them all. I think my favorite probably is Roger Craig Smith.
Hey there,
I don't think there was ever like a bad voice actor.
No, you're not a huge fan of Jaleel White, as I recall.
I like Jaleel White as an actor. I don't care much for his Sonic. Especially as my strongest association with it is more Sonic Underground than anything else. It's like, yeah, let's have this low-budget, glitchy-looking French production, and then just have Jaleel White voice all the characters.
Stop!
I was spared that, except for the YouTube poops, where they just had constant, cycling to that one bit, where he's trying to save this baby, who then proceeds to blow up. And I'm just wondering for years on end, why is the baby exploding?
It was a robot.
I mean, I get that now. I'm just saying, for years I'm like, why? Why did baby explode?
Yep.
I'm sorry, Professor. I didn't have the
The thing is, I did grow up with Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Satam. I just didn't think they were that good. Between the two, I liked Adventures better because it was Looney Tunes, but Sonic instead of Bugs Bunny. So the goofy, weird world that they lived in made sense because it was a goofy, weird world. Satam Sonic was Captain Planet with furries. And I would later learn that it wasn't even supposed to be a Sonic production. Sonic was added later on for market appeal. It was really supposed to be the Sally Acorn show, which is how most of the fans have treated it anyway. And I don't really like the characters. I didn't think it was particularly compelling.
You mean, you don't like the furry show where the main heroine's like, oh gosh, sugar.
You're
is
thinking
weird,
Bunny.
by the way.
You're thinking Bunny. That's not Sally. And no, neither of them really did anything for me. Like,
Wait,
of
are you
all
talking
the...
about, are you talking about the character Bunny, or are you talking about the VTuber Bunny?
No. There was a rabbit character named Bunny Rabbot. Rabbot, yes, because she was half robot. She was partially roboticized where Sonic saved her. And she had the whole Georgia Peach thing going on for her accent.
Wait, yeah, oh, that's right.
But that's just a really weird, funny coincidence.
Yeah, I don't know. I completely forgot about the fact that they were constantly talking about, oh, the animals were roboticized. It was actually, as I recall, supposed to be them powering the machines.
Yep.
They're
inside as power sources, essentially running on hamster wheels.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
That makes sense to me. I mean, I suppose that begs the question, do Cubot and Orbot and Sonic Boom have like tiny hamsters?
Apparently not. Based on what we know, Orbot and Cubot might actually have been special robots that Eggman made that didn't have that issue. Or at least it sure seems like they were designed. They first debuted in Sonic Colors. So the first time Eggman really had characters to bounce off of was in Sonic Colors. And those characters became pretty well liked, as I understand it. Even people who are in the same camp as me, where it's like, oh, I never played the Sonic Boom game, really liked the series. And Cog was actually telling me the other day how he and his son enjoyed watching it, and he was really happy that Season 2 is now getting released on DVD.
It's so good, ladies and gentlemen, that the Professor Snek actually tried the 3DS game, and his response after about 6 hours is, it's alright.
It's pretty
not
good.
Bad.
It's not like amazing. It's not gonna set the bar for Sonic titles, but it's not bad, like, at all. And anyone who says it was, I don't think actually played the game.
I'll trust you on that one, man. I mean,
I think a lot of it was the damage was done as far as the Boom games were concerned.
although not gonna lie, from what I've heard from like the Hot Top reports from the review of Sonic Boom, like if we had actually gotten the Sonic Origins like 4-player action RPG co-op game, I would have bought that. That sounds cool as heck, I'm just saying.
It does. And the fact that, like, part of it was kneecapped because they suddenly just, like, changed the rules on the dev team, I'm like, that's super not cool, Sega.
Yeah, weren't they like, they had to use Unreal 3, and then on top of it, they had to use,
it was like, they had to use they were using, like, I think one of the newer versions, but then, like, the Wii U literally can't run it, so they had to retool the engine from scratch on, like, no time. It was like everything that could go wrong basically did, and then everyone started blaming Big Red Button. And it's like, it probably wasn't their fault at all. It was just Sega wouldn't stop meddling with the project.
I don't know, I liked what they were describing. That sounded really fun.
No, I agree.
But, it's a shame they'll probably never see that. Or anything like it.
That is a recurring issue. A lot of the things that have gone wrong in Sonic were from Sega not being able to couldn't stop themselves from meddling unnecessarily. They just could not control themselves.
I mean, I'll say this, though. I'll say this. We have not yet had a point where Sega goes, hey, you know what we want, guys? We want to completely rebrand our character. You know, Sonic being a sassy, sarcastic, like, kind of guy with an attitude and he goes fast.
Yes!
No, we want him to be dark and mature and violent, kill people.
Yeah,
We did get that. It was Shadow the Hedgehog.
It'll be SNC, Sonic the Hedgehog. And it'll be, developed by French Canadians.
I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for Hedgehog May Cry.
I've been saying they haven't done that yet. They've done a lot of dumb things.
That's true.
Sonic!
We should have lots of
I'm glad you're okay.
I still have my shield from that last stage.
I'm just saying we should do that. I think that would be fun.
Whoops, lost my shield.
Oh well.
No, that's a good
yeah,
idea, though.
You jumped on the
Roll
plane.
champ,
Wow.
let's go!
Yeah, hit the plane.
Roger!
Who's Roger? He's talking to me. Oh, that humming noise is way louder than I remember it being.
Oh, at least it wasn't, oh man, I'm going It's just the rest of the board was like, what?
Can't hear you! Can't hear you! Blow out my eardrums!
Rush 40, baby, yeah!
Cog and I were actually talking about that last night, as a matter of fact, about how you could weaponize sound, destroy the planet, theoretically.
Yeah. Which is totally something you can do.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Sorry, dog.
I don't think planes really handle like this in real life.
I don't think so.
I'm just gonna again apologize to anyone who gets motion sick. You might want to look away from the Sky Chase segments.
Saying,
Close your eyes and think of a less chaotic experience.
Like chaotics.
Haha! So far, so good!
Hope you know what you're doing.
That was a very well timed little that he did.
Transforming now!
Yeah. I love it how his transformation just has a little like robot claw that comes out just to grab Steve.
Yep. You could have made him a seat or something, but no, it's definitely more advisable to just have a little grabby claw. Yeah, doubling back to what you were asking, Sonic Adventure 2 is definitely my favorite 3D game. In terms of the 2D game, I'd say Sonic 3 and Knuckles as one game is probably the best 2D game. I like Sonic Mania. I like Sonic Mania a lot, but the thing is, there's a lot of moments in the level design that are just like, seriously, you had to design it this way? And I never felt like really annoyed and frustrated in Sonic 3 and Knuckles the way I did with some of that. Now, Sonic Mania is a bit more robust, but one of the things is, like, it's one of the worst set of special stages in the franchise, and this is a franchise notorious for bad, unplayable special stages.
I understand that a lot of Manias, the fact that they were done by a former fan game creator.
Yeah.
So I imagine it's probably him just being like, oh, well, I knew what, the first 4 games did, but better.
A lot of ways, yes.
So how does Sonic CD rank with, like,
Sonic CD is kind of a guidance story. It is supposed to happen between the events of Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, as I recall. And that's actually where Amy debuted from, was in Sonic CD. And she was supposed to be like a mystic fortune teller who used tarot cards to predict that Sonic would come to the little planet. Now, I don't think any of that actually survived that game, but that was the original idea.
I'm going to say it right now. Sonic CD is one of my favorite in terms of the music, because and the great thing about it is, depending on what version you get, you get 2 different types
We
of
gotta
music.
land on the
I think
egg
both of them are good,
Whoop.
even if overall I
I
like the
forgot something.
Japanese for
What's that?
OST.
There's no landing
I
gear in
like
this
the
mode.
What?
American one, although I think the American ending theme, save the planet from disaster, is a little bit more fitting.
Wow.
Then
this thing is really huge.
Nothing can survive the will to stay alive, but if you
No time
try,
to talk
you
now.
can do
We need
anything.
to find Amy.
And I still have no idea
You're right, my
what
friend.
that means.
So here we go.
But they're very confident in it.
That is true facts. That is fair to say.
Don't get too many ideas, you fools.
So are the
You haven't seen the power.
cutscenes, are those like
This
pre-rendered?
really
I'm
has.
noticing that you're changing resolution.
Get a load at this.
I'm not 100% sure. I don't think they are, to be honest, because a lot of these cutscenes just use the in-game graphics, and
Wow.
like
It's
you
Gen
can actually
6.
see
Did you
Sonic
see
and
that?
other characters with all their respective upgrades
This
when
makes
they
it
enter
harder for us
into a
to
lot
get
of
to
these
the bridge.
scenes.
I hate
Now,
it
there
when
are a
he
couple
doesn't
that are
listen.
pre-rendered. The Egg Carrier's launch, Perfect Chaos's introduction,
The only way you
those
get
are
these
pre-rendered,
through the sky deck.
but I
Right down. If
don't
you can
actually
figure this
think a
one out.
lot of the ones you have mid-game are.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, there's just that
Well,
one
so
bit
you
where
bring it on.
Sonic just turns to Tails. He's just like, Sonic is not amused. That just made me chuckle.
This must be the way to the sky deck.
Sonic can't even handle that slope.
That's 1/6 slow, man.
Whoa!
But there's really not all that much to fear. You can grab onto any part of this wall, and Sonic will just, like, slide to the bottom like a cat. And so as I was saying, if you're an idiot like me, you can just throw yourself off the edge, too.
The problem is, Mega Man
Whoa!
X used to be able to, like, wall jump and everything.
Oh, camera. Yeah,
Oh,
the
man.
camera controls were one of those things that were brought up a lot when this game was first came out. And I think it's probably the most legitimate among the complaints. Sonic Adventure 2 fixed a lot of that by just generally having levels that only traveled in one direction, which is to say, forward.
I can't really fault Sega though, because no one had really a good solution to that at this point.
That's true.
So I can't really blame them. It's more like just the video game industry at this point just
We're
didn't have a
still
good answer.
figuring it out, yeah. And stuff like that happens, and there's just nothing you can do.
You're just like, no, I don't care. I just jumped off.
I give up. Just,
Bye.
yeah. This is not actually a hard level, it's just, I think that intro is a little awkward, and the fact that, well, sometimes enemies just hurt you when you're supposed to be in your attack state, so shrug. Ah, extra life. Good. It makes up for one of the 3 I just lost.
Honestly, I kind of like the little like sub-layer they have for all the clouds that are supposed to be going past you.
Yep.
That's a good little compromise for like the fact that you're supposed to be going through cloud layers. It's not perfect, but I mean, you gotta remember, guys. You know, this was
1999.
1999 times. Yeah, this is pre-Y2K. So you gotta cut it a little bit slack.
Yep.
Honestly, I mean, here's gonna be my real talk time. Like just not in Sonic, but just kind of in general. Graphics don't need to be, you know, hyper photorealistic. All it does is bloat project budgets, project development time, and makes game file sizes gigantic. It does, every single game does not need to be, you know, 4K, 60 FPS. Oh my god, I can see the pores on her skin. Wowie zowie, mom. It's like I'm really playing a movie. not every single game needs to be that, okay? Not to say that the David Cages and the Hideo Kojimas can't have their fun, but, you know...
At the same time, there's a certain elegance in games that manage to pull off a particular style.
Yeah.
The Katamari Damacy games spring to mind.
Yeah, and like,
Storms will blow you off course.
you know, say what you will about the Borderlands games, but the fact that they're like very consistent in terms of their style, I think is part of the charm in those games, you know? You having trouble there, Snek?
It's supposed to be him holding on while the wind is blowing, but it looks strange when it isn't.
Yeah, it looks like he's just kind of hugging the floor.
Also, you can spin dash fast enough to overpower the wind in most cases.
I don't know, what are your thoughts on that, Professor?
The thing is, I think it's more important for a game to have style than it is for it to have good graphics.
Yeah, but you see, that's hard to do. You have to think about aesthetics and stuff.
Yep. You have to get really into things like art design and world design. All of it's going to go hand in hand.
I mean, I think you're right. I definitely think you're right. A lot of my problems with modern Final Fantasy stem from the fact that it's not that they have like a really cohesive idea, like, okay, this is what the world's like the cultures of the world and all that. They're just like, okay, what's popular and like
Trendy.
Japanese.
What's really trendy right now?
What's really trendy and popular in like Japanese fashion right now? Yeah. And we're just gonna do that, and then, you know, like give them like a wacky gun sword, and we'll just call it a day. Just call it a day. And it's like, guys, you're completely missing the entire point of what made the first 5, or dare I say 6 Final Fantasies good. Untitled Chapter, don't you mean the first 7? No, because 7 is the beginning of what I'm talking about right now. Nice.
Okay. I totally meant to do that. That was skill, not dumb luck at all.
You're saying that's not the same thing.
Yeah, now...
You're doing better than I would. I joke and I make fun, but you're doing way better than I would.
The Sonic games have always had a very consistent look to them. Like, going from even the 2D into 3D, you could tell Sonic was always Sonic.
Yeah, I think it's cool that they kind of kept with Yuji Naka's like design, because he has a very strong sense of character.
Yeah,
and it's like you can see at a glance, like, oh yeah, you know, that's one of his characters. Like, and that's kind of the thing with like the Ringmaster from Fairyland Wonderworld. I'm like, you look like you belong in a Sonic game. Like, well, yeah, but it's made by the same guy.
Indeed. Wait a second. I feel I need to rush.
It's not Sonic Rush. So why do you want to? No, I was expecting a golf ball or something after that. You're far too kind to me right now.
I mean, you know, you gotta go fast. No doubt about Sonic. Move. Why are you not moving, Sonic? Get a grip. Alright, there we go.
That's kind of the problem.
Yeah. And I think, you know, you got a little gun shy there.
It's funny, too, how the shadows are, like, on the ground where they would be, but they wouldn't be where they actually would be if the aircraft carrier was tilted like this.
Yeah.
Once again, though, that's just kind of a consequence of this Dreamcast game, you guys. Although, not gonna lie, like, watching you do this one for Knuckles stage, like, oh god, that was agony.
Alright, and we're done.
Yeah!
Not my best run at that level, but
I mean,
probably not my worst either.
Like, the Knuckles and Rouge stages, though, just in
not
Adventure
bad.
2 were kind of the same thing.
Yeah, you get a lot of the up and down and all around thing going on.
Hey guys, we're gonna have a treasure hunt, but
Is
you're
that
only
it?
gonna be able to
It might be.
encounter one
But let's
part of the
check out
treasure at
the
a time.
bridge.
So you can't really, like, zero out what areas are good and not.
That's
And,
true.
on top of that, it's based on this, like, cold, 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 hot, 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 hot. Isn't that helpful? Isn't that great?
I suppose it's better than blindly guessing, but only just.
Too late.
They're too late.
Not the birdie!
I
Yes,
hate
the
them.
birdie. The most important plot element of the game.
No
The
way.
bird.
Be gone, all of you.
The bird is, in fact, actually the word.
Now, if you weren't going to make that joke, I was, so...
What is your wish, Master Robotnik?
I want a number 9, number 3, Diet Coke. Two-gallon Diet Coke. 2-gallon machine rope. Got 1
Get rid
gallon
of
rope.
these pests. Show them what you've got.
Aye, aye, sir.
And don't disappoint me, or else.
Is it Epsilon that shows up later?
Epsilon is one of his brothers, I want to say. This one's Gamma, and the one we see in Sonic Heroes is Omega.
Omega, okay.
Yep.
Was he in 06 too?
Omega briefly shows up in the cutscenes, as memory serves. I did not play it in 2006. I watched a Let's Play of it. And that's kind of how I know as much as I know about it.
The only reason why I know is because I watched Smash Cube's dubs. Overdubs.
Sonic?
And I'm shocked, Snek, as much as you like, you know, Sonic, that you have
Step
not.
aside, Amy.
Those
Out
are
of my
so
way.
good.
I'll need to make it a point.
This robot is my friend! He helps me!
Wow.
Robots can't be your friend. They don't have souls.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
Okay. Whatever you
Well, I
say.
guess that's a turnabout, but he's stealing your
You must
throne.
have your reasons.
Now, am I making a reference to the Sonic Boom series, to, you know, Short Circuit? Or is it...
Did you know there was a
This ship is losing
episode of
altitude.
Mr. Rogers that talked about that?
Yeah, I remember seeing a clip
Hurry,
about
Tails.
that.
Take Amy and get out of here.
Robots
That was
aren't
really
alive.
What about you?
They don't have
find that
feelings.
Eggman
That's
and
right,
put him
I
out of
don't have
commission.
feelings. You're like, oh man.
Harsh.
Yeah, but you know, wants Mr. Rogers to tell it like it is, you know?
Go to the captain's room.
You can play as E102 now. I mean, Gamma.
Let me think. Now I drain the pool, or is it later? I'm having a hard time remembering the order of events here.
You're asking the wrong person, dude. I literally watched you play this once before.
I keep falling in.
Maybe you need to talk to Zex. I mean, it's part of his name after all, you know.
That's true. Okay. Let's... Now, the thing is, I've only played this game once in recent memory, so the exact layout of the egg carrier, which is already a little labyrinthine to begin with, is not the forefront of my memory. Alright, here we go.
You just
If I'm to
If it's
continue, I need to change this ship back to its original shape.
oh, so you need to go
There
back
must
to
be
the
a
bridge.
switch somewhere
Yeah.
on the bridge. I've got to find it now.
Can you imagine how much of a pain in the butt this must be to have it as Eggman?
It does make you wonder. But I mean, according to Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, Eggman's pretty spry.
Oh, and yeah, before people start, snickering, his name is Nega, as in negative, okay? It's not what you think it is. It's not even said that way. Stop making that joke.
Stop
you're
memeing
making
it.
yourself. You're making yourself sound like a fool, okay? Yes, it's the funny word. I
Not
agree.
again!
But it's not that word.
Chaos!
It's nega, like
Could
negative.
this be the same beast?
The same.
Oh yes! Attack Sonic now!
Froggy? I must say Froggy!
I'm here
If he's your friend, I'll help you.
bubblegum.
Just leave it to me.
Dang, I'm good.
Yeah,
Now I
ladies
have
and gentlemen,
6 of the
that's
Chaos
Duke Nukem right
There's
there.
only one more left to
John
find.
St. John.
I even found
Yep.
Chaos's missing tail. You won't get away with this, you madman! I will! You
Wait,
know Master
are you talking about
Chaos,
the cat, or
even
are you
though
talking
it's
about
not
me?
perfected yet.
Definitely you, Doc.
Okay, Chaos.
Destroy
them all!
he's
Immediately!
Think the cat's supposed to be based off of Vinny or whatever from Mice and Men.
Wouldn't even surprise me.
I never actually read that. I'm sorry, I'm not very cultured.
You are not missing much.
Okay, I've read a lot of weird books. I'm going to say that. I've read a lot of weird books.
So Eggman drops these freezing robots, which, without them, this fight would be unwinnable. So essentially, Eggman is handing us the key to our victory.
Eggman, he's not very smart.
I mean, he's brilliant, but he's very overconfident.
I can't believe this!
I can't believe this. Would it be fair to say he would be Intelligence 5?
No way!
One.
I can't believe this!
Yeah, that's probably not unfair to say.
No way!
And we're done.
Believe this!
Wow.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
And believe it or not, I've seen that fight done even faster, because if you hit them, they slide back, and if they hit him while sliding back, they still freeze him on contact.
I can't believe this!
So I've seen some people pull out some crazy stuff during that fight.
Sonic!
Hey there, Knuckles.
Glad
you finally made it.
I
thought you got lost or something.
That eyebrow waggling is so
Meet
weird.
again, Sonic!
Stop! Come back here.
And Sonic does really the most irrational thing he can and jumps off. Because falling out of the plane the first time wasn't enough.
And now Sonic's going to hit his head and he's going to lose his memory. Then we're going to
I
have
hate
Sonic
Eggman.
Twin Peaks.
Where's
But he's
this?
going to have to piece together the mystery of what he's doing. And find out who really was the Raincoat Killer.
Ta-dum! And as if on cue, these ancient ruins just open up. They're like, no, come on, man. This is walk on inside my mouth. That'll be great. You'll love it.
Next, they're trying to, just to blow off the fact that he would totally play a Sonic Twin Peaks game.
That light.
And he would be like,
think
10
he's
out
trying
of
to
10,
show me
20 out of 10. Mystery Sonic goes fast, 30 out of 10.
That would make getting around the hub town easy. Now I can play with Big.